It is August 14th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
We are back with our 3 best picks of the day. If you're out of favorite game pick, player prop, no one first inning, coming your guys' way.
As always, guys, just a real quick favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Really helps Austin and I grow this channel. It's the weekend. Let's finish it out strong.
And we're hopping into a recap from yesterday. Not our best day, an 0-2-1 day. The one being a push. Reds and Cubs do end on 9 runs on the dot. So you get your money back. Tigers, White Sox, no one first inning. Gets ruined by a sac fly. That's just the nature of it. And then Darvish, pitching a gem. He's pitching pretty well. Only allowed like 2 or 3 hits through 6 innings. Then he gives up 2 homers. And he leaves the game 3-3. Padres end up losing outright. That's just the nature of betting the Padres money line these days. But we appreciate you guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We certainly would appreciate our parlays of the day. We'll start back up on Monday, so definitely check out those. Plus, fantasy football videos are on the horizon starting up Monday. I'll upload about 10 of those over the next couple of weeks. But Logan, it's Sunday. We're going to get into the winning zone. What do you got for the people today?
Yeah, we're going to a team that's made us a lot of money this season, right? We're going to the Cardinals versus Brewers. And I'm taking the Cardinals -0.5 run line in the first 5 innings. Currently plus 100 odds on BetMGM's your best value. It's pretty standard across the books, even odds type bet. But this is the ultimate bounce back spot for our boy Miles Mikolas. His last start, 14 hits, 10 earned runs. In his last start versus the Rockies, he just got absolutely blitzed. No sweat bet in the other direction. But he returns to his home, stadium where he's been really solid. 2.48 ERA at home. Miles Mikolas is a steady Eddie pitcher there, and that's what we're looking for today. Versus the Brewers, right? 2, 6, and 1 earned runs versus Milwaukee this season. So we've seen him 3 times. One of those starts, the 6 earned runs. We can't have that today, Miles. But I trust in him to be able to keep the Milwaukee bats at bay. Also, worth noting, 1.07 WHIP versus Milwaukee. That's pretty solid, right? I want that WHIP to be around 1, and not loading some free base runners on, and that's what he's been doing most of the season, right? Now, Milwaukee also 23rd in batting average this month, 15th in OPS. I don't really trust Milwaukee to be able to hit Mikolas, being sometimes he's a pitch to contact pitcher. He has had a couple games versus them where he's had like 6 and 7 Ks, but a lot of the time he is pitch to contact, and Milwaukee just hasn't shown me enough consistently, on the offensive side. Milwaukee hitters also don't have great splits versus Miles Mikolas at all. Christian Yelich only batting 161 versus him. Renfroe 125. McCutchen 0.077, and Colton Wong 0 for 9. He hasn't got a hit versus Miles Mikolas. I really like Miles Mikolas to be able to hold down those Brewers bats, especially in the first 5. And I expect the Cardinals to be able to give him some run support, right? They're facing Aaron Ashby, 4 innings pitched, 0 earned runs versus St. Louis back in April. That was back in April. Solid start for him there. But I pull his road splits, right? Ashby, 4.72 ERA on the road, a 1.66 WHIP, and a 4.72 walks per 9 ratio on the road. So if you look at the WHIP and you look at the walks per 9 ratio, he's putting on free base runners. And what you absolutely can't do against this Cardinals team, who already hits lefties so well, is you can't have those free base runners. St. Louis hitting 254 versus lefties this month, and on the season, 3rd best in batting average and 3rd best in OPS versus lefties on the year. So they really do rub their hands for that left-handed pitcher matchup. And I expect them to be able to pounce on Aaron Ashby early, right? And now they don't have a ton of plate appearances versus Ashby, but Goldschmidt, 1 for 3 with a home run in there. O'Neill, 2 for 5 with a home run in there. And then Nolan Arenado, 0 for 3. He hasn't got a hit versus him, but Nolan's going to give us some production today. So I really do like the Cardinals to at least have a lead through 5. I expect them to be able to hit Aaron Ashby. And Miles Mikolas, bounce back start for him. Now let's real quickly talk about Logan's line reading. Unfortunately, yesterday the Pirates can't cover a run line when you're not scoring like that. But it was close at least, right? Now, today's Logan's line reading pick, the A's plus 1.5. I think the books are giving Cole Irvin a lot of respect, and for actually good reason. If you look at some of those Astros hitters versus him, not all of them see him very well. They don't have really good splits. I think the A's could be a sneaky pest in everybody's Sunday parlays, their 10-leg parlay or whatever they want to make. And also the Angels plus 0.5 in the first 5. Look, they have the inferior starting pitcher. They got a starting pitcher with an ERA of like 7 against Chris Archer. I feel like a lot of people are going to be backing the Twins in that first 5. I don't understand why the Angels was so juiced. It was like minus 120 on that plus 0.5 first 5. Just couldn't be me picking them. But I really do think that line really did stick out to me. So that's Logan's line reading picks for the day. But Austin, what do you got for us?
All right, so we're getting into a player prop. It's a strikeout prop, and it's going to be a guy by the name of, starting for the Cubs, Keegan Thompson. I'm taking his over 4.5 Ks. On a side note, there will not be a hit streak parlay today. We need to take a day off from those. We can't find the ball in that one. But today I'm taking Keegan Thompson over 4.5 Ks. Right now, minus 106 on FanDuel. And you know what? Figured it's Sunday. Why not get a little spicy? We're going to ladder Mr. Keegan Thompson's case. So not putting a full unit on each of these, maybe sprinkle a little bit. But you see 6+ Ks is plus 215, 7+ Ks plus 440, 8+ Ks plus 900 to cash the full leg. We've climbed up all the ladders. Look, let's talk about this. Now, Keegan Thompson, yes, he's under 4.5 Ks in 2 straight starts. He had 3 versus the Nationals and 1 versus the St. Louis Cardinals. And we talk about those two teams. Cardinals are 5th in strikeouts per game. And then you look at the Nationals, 2nd in strikeouts per game. 2 teams that don't strike out a whole lot. You look at the team he'll be facing today, the Cincinnati Reds. 4th most Ks in the MLB. It's a team in August. That's a 30.8 K percentage in August. It's a team that cannot see the baseball right now. And over the last 30 days, Reds, 28.2 strikeout percentage versus right-handed pitchers. Keegan Thompson is a righty. Now we look at over the last 9 starts. Keegan Thompson, 7+ Ks in 5 of them. So I say 7+ because Keegan Thompson either gets the 5+ Ks hitting his over pretty easily, or he's not going to get close. This is a guy that either has it or he doesn't, and I'm hoping he has it today. We've seen him cash in almost all the legs of the ladder recently, and that included an 8K performance versus the same Reds offense, technically even a better Reds offense, because then the hill we'll see today as the Reds traded a couple other good bats at the trade deadline. Now, we saw we saw yesterday Adrian Sampson of the Cubs have 6 Ks. That's not a guy that normally strikes out a whole lot. The last 7 starters versus the Cincinnati Reds have had 5+ Ks. We saw Drew Smyly in that Field of Dreams game have 9+ Ks. He was absolutely climbing all of his legs for his ladder. I'm hoping Mr. Keegan Thompson can do that today. He has a good fastball spin rate. He has a good chase rate. Look, we just need him to miss some bats today, and I think he can certainly get it done. It's a K prop, so there are always a lot of fluky things he can go down. But asking for 5 Ks is not a whole lot. If he could somehow help us climb that ladder, 8+ Ks for plus 900 value, I absolutely have to take it. So Keegan Thompson, over 4.5 strikeouts, starter for the Chicago Cubs today. Rocking my Cubs jersey. I need it. Go get it done. But Logan, after yesterday, we need a bounce back. It's NRFI Nation time. Grab those flags. Let's get this music rocking and rolling because we're cashing out today, baby. And look, I got to be honest. NRFI Nation had a day yesterday. I believe there were 16 games on. NRFI Nation 12-4 in those games. It was an absolutely brutal day if you're betting all the NRFIs. But you know what? NRFI Nation coming back with a strong one. Today we're going Pirates versus Giants. Taking the no-run first inning, minus 110 on BetMGM. You're basically getting the same value across all the books. Let's talk about this one. On the mound for the Giants will be the lefty, Alex Wood, 16-5 on NRFIs this year. He's been pretty dialed in as of lately. And look, the Pittsburgh Pirates, not only one struggle versus lefties, also they're 29th for first inning runs. They're tied with the Tigers for last in the MLB. And here comes our jinx stat, which honestly you could have been saying it for the last 20 days and it wouldn't be a jinx. Pirates haven't scored a first inning run in 21 straight games. If they want to end that today, that's fine. This is a team that's really struggling versus lefties. You'll see a lot of people on Alex Wood's over in Ks, which I believe is 5.5 at like minus 150 value. They've been struggling versus lefties, striking out left and right. So, Mr. Wood, give me those 3 outs. Who's on the side for the Pirates, though?
Yeah, it's Zach Thompson, right? Zach Thompson, 11-8 on NRFIs this year. We'd like to see a little bit better record, but this time of year, guys, you kind of have to pick pitchers that have a favorable matchup. I think Thompson actually does have a favorable matchup. San Francisco, 21st in first inning runs, but they're terrible versus right-handed pitching, right? San Francisco only hitting 204 versus right-handed pitchers since July 1st. That's lowest in the majors. So I really do think, Thompson can get us 3 outs and then he can go implode in the second inning, whatever the heck he wants to do. But the over-under set to 8, right? Not a whole lot of offense expected with these two teams. In this part of the year, as you've been seeing with the NRFI kind of discrepancy yesterday, a lot of the really good pitchers with juice NRFIs, it's not worth your value. You kind of have to take shots in the dark on this one because, like, look at the Mets-Phillies series. That's a classic one, I'll tell you right there. Like, hilarious. The only run of the whole game scored in the first on like a minus 170 NRFI. So we're getting even odds on this one, and we really do like these two pitchers to keep these offenses down in the first inning. Austin, bounce back additional, spy the flags.
And we're back in two Thompsons today, Keegan and Zach. What could go wrong is what I have to say. I think we got a good chance in that one. Like Logan's saying, sometimes you can't take those juice NRFIs this time of the year, even though it wasn't DeGrom giving up the run. Still, that was I saw minus 190 on some of those NRFIs. Don't take those. Don't put them in your parlays. It's a NRFI. You're going to need a little bit of luck to cash. So minus 110 odds for basically a coin flip. Sign us up. Those are our 3 bets of the day. Hopefully have another profitable day. Hopefully bring out those brooms. Austin, Logan, we're signing out. We'll see you guys again Monday morning. We'll see you guys then. Peace out.